All right, so with smaller market teams like the A's, it can be hard, going into the season to sort of predict who will be the all-star. Personally, coming into this season, I didn't think it would be Paul Blackburn, but, I got to give the guy credit. So, yeah, Paul Blackburn will represent the A's in the 2022 All-Star Game at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. The pitcher has really kind of come out in a breakout season. I mean, obviously the A's are the worst team in baseball, and Blackburn, he doesn't have the most eye-catching numbers. But if you look at, his career, his story, and really what he's gone through this season, you really got to say that he deserves this spot. So, yeah, I mean, he's obviously a Bay Area native, and so I just kind of liked him from the get-go. He's been with the A's, I believe, since 2017, and he had been DFA'd and recalled up to the majors multiple times. And in this season, he's really been our guy. I mean, when we need a good start, he's usually there to provide it. Not always, but usually there. His ERA isn't the best, but, if you looked at his stats from a couple weeks ago, they're a lot more appealing. He has a 6-4 record through 17 starts this season. But you got to remember, those 4 losses, most of, not all of them, are not his fault. It's the A's bullpen choking. And a 3.36 ERA. But on the road, he plays very well. I mean, the A's play a lot better on the road than they do at home anyways, but on the road, he has a 1.28 ERA in 56 and a third innings over 10 starts. That's one of the best in the bigs on the road. So, yeah, I mean, he is a very consistent pitcher. He's very, very good, and I'm happy for him. I mean, I think a lot of people sort of have enforced this stigma that, teams that are bad, when they're given an all-star, it's only so they can have one. It's not because they actually deserve it. It's so every team can have one. And I don't think that's the case with Blackburn. I think he actually deserves it. Legitimately, I'm saying that as an honest fan. I think, I think it could have been hard to determine who the A's all-star was. I think Frankie Montas could have been considered. I think even Cole Irvin could have been considered if we're looking at a pitcher. And then otherwise, that's sort of hard with the team's low batting average. I think they were looking at the pitchers, but I think Irvin is the best pitcher on the team. He's a, very consistent guy, and I really like how he's been playing this season. We saw flashes of greatness last season at the end of the season, really, and now he's finally done it. And so this was good for him. I mean, I doubt he'll play in the All-Star game, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. And he's just sort of like a gritty player. He's a guy that, isn't out there to necessarily have a no-hitter or perfect game type performance. It's a very, back and forth, getting those strikeouts type of thing. But I really like the way he plays, and he, has impressed me in a lot of moments this year. So, yeah, Paul Blackburn, first All-Star selection of his career, and he will represent the A's in LA. So, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, go A's.